here are many participants. So first, I request you, please write in the chat box your place slash total work experience, TWE, slash your team size. Means team size means how many people are reporting you if you are acting as a leader for them. So place slash total work experience slash team size. Please write in the chat box. No, nobody is interested.
They are typing. Yes, answers are coming.
Okay. Deepak Sharma from Vadodara, 7, 5. Okay. Rahul Maurya from Ahmedabad, 13, 15. Oh, 13 experience, 15 team members. Vice Director Bona, okay. And 20 units, oh my God. Vishnu, Thorat, Pune, Kolhapur, Satish Kori, Prakash Chandra, Gurgaon, Maneshwar, 12. Akash Pramod Ranga, Ahmednagar, Maharashtra, 7 years of experience in quality department. Lakpati Ram, Faridabad, 8, 10. Piyush Patel, Pune, 19, 3. Okay, great, 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 great. You know, see, I know that sometimes what happens, you show the more energy, then people get ignited, people get inspired. And when you show lower energy, people don't get inspired because they are waiting for the other people, right? And here I want to give the message to each and everyone that leadership is not waiting for the other people. Leadership is actually coming from you, from your inside quality, right? So that's why I just want your engagement, your participation. And the more you are showing your volunteership, as far as this session is concerned, more value you are going to get, right? Thank you so much for sharing your detail in the chat box. And I have seen people are sharing their details, but some people are still resisting. They have not shared their details. My first question to all participants, and please raise your hand and unmute yourself and try to reply. My first question to all participants, what is leadership? Raise your hand, unmute yourself and answer. What is leadership? And don't think that this session will be governed by the Samashik team and Shiv Pandey. No, this session will be completely taken by you. The more you are hungry, the more you will learn. If you are not hungry, leadership is not for you. Thank you so much. Bona, please unmute yourself and please reply. What is leadership for you?
Leadership is when the organization grows through people.
Bona, can you repeat?
Leadership is how to get the organization goals through people.
Fine. Bona, can you type your answer in the chat box? And if anyone who is not interested to speak, please write your answer in the chat box. Can you write, because you're not clearly audible? What about others? Anyone who is interested to reply? Bona, thank you so much for sharing your answer. But I request you, can you write your answer in the chat box? Because you are not audible clearly. What about others? Akash, Avinash Power, Akash Pramod Ranga, Harendra Bhati, Satish Kori, Omkar Bhujbal, Lakpati Ram, Surendra Yas, Rohit, Nimbalkar, Prakash Chandra, Rahul Maurya, Deepak Sharma, Vijay Davekar, Piyush Patel, Vishnu Thorat, Rakesh Anam, Kalyani Karni, Vaishali Garia, Anuya Jyoti. Many of you have taken some other training programs from me. So, no one interested? Rahul Maurya. Leadership means to create. Leadership is Kalyani Karni. Leadership is guiding every individual to achieve personal as well as organizational. Okay, okay. So I request you people, if you cannot switch on your video, you can switch on your audio and you can speak, because this is a presentation or training session without any PPT. So I want your participation. Speak loudly. Be more visible. Leadership is influencing other people to follow. Leadership is influencing other people to follow. Okay, fine. Okay. Rakesh Yanam. Leadership is a big thing, but in short, leadership means run the system along with. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. So why don't you people speak? Unmute yourself and speak. Piyush Patel. Bona has written, yes, Bona has written, leadership is how to get organizational goals through people. Wow. Thank you so much, Bona. Thank you so much. How to get organizational goals through people. Rahul Maurya, leadership means to create path for everyone within the team, including motivation and support. Leadership is guiding every individual to achieve personal as well as organizational goals. Leadership is influencing other people to follow. Leadership is a big thing, but in short, leadership means run the system along. Leadership will lead your team all together. Okay, great. Because all people are leading the team, so that's why people are completely aware. I mean, completely or partially aware what is leadership, right? Okay. So in nutshell, I should say that leadership is leading the people, right? Leading the people. Yes or no? In nutshell, in short. Yes or no? Leading the people. Because when you are in the organization, definitely there will be a goal, and that goal is achieved by the people or machine or some other resources. So aligning all those resources, thank you so much. Thank you so much for participating. Aligning all those resources to achieve that goal or vision of the company is actually the leadership. You know, my next question to you all, I again request you people, because time will pass like anything. At 3:30 we will stop. Maybe we can shift little bit more, 3:35. But I request you people, please participate. Please unmute yourself and speak. Why does any company look for a great leader? Just tell me. Why does any company look for a great leader? You know, leadership, the definition of leadership. But my question to you all people, that why any company is looking for a great leader, or why your company is looking in you as a leader. If you are at the leadership position, yeah. Thank you, Deepak Sharma. Yes, please speak. Speak, Deepak. Unmute yourself and speak. Why? So that if you will speak, so then the other people will also get the inspiration. They will be having some clarity. So that's why I invite you all people, please. Deepak, yes. Unmute yourself and speak.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. You're audible.
सर सर किसी कोई भी कंपनी एक लीडर को इसलिए प्रेफरेंस देती है जिसके वजह से बाकी जो उसके मेंबर्स हैं, टीम मेंबर्स हैं, उसके ऊपर ट्रस्ट करे, उसके वर्ड्स के ऊपर ट्रस्ट करे और जो वो बोले उसको एक फॉलो करे, जिससे कॉमन गोल जो है हमारा अचीव हो पाए।
कॉमन गोल अचीव हो पाए और जो टीम मेंबर्स हैं वो उनके ऊपर ट्रस्ट करें और टीम मेंबर की मदद से वो उस कॉमन गोल को अचीव किया जा सके। राइट?
यस सर।
दीपक, एनीथिंग यू वांट टू ऐड मोर?
नहीं सर, फिलहाल तो इतने।
Yeah, thank you so much. For the participants who doesn't understand Hindi, Deepak has told that any company is looking for the leaders because leaders can make the team members inspire. Leaders can inspire the team members so that all together they can achieve the goal of the company. Right? So this is the statement given by Deepak. Anyone who want to add why any company is looking for the great leaders? Or if you are in the position of leaders, what is the expectation from your company? Anyone? Bona. Yes, Bona. Yes, please speak.
Sorry. Audible? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible. Yes, please speak.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm Bona from Bali, Indonesia. So, why my company hire me as a leader is how to through me, my company can achieve achieve the goals of my company. So they give me the authority, the resources, and all of and the peoples also to what is called to finish their vision and mission from the company. So that's my thought, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Bona. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can mute yourself. Okay, fine. So, Bona, for sharing your answer, for your reply, thank you so much. So, Deepak has shared, Bona has shared, because of the time constraint, I want to take one answer from any volunteer and then I will move ahead. If anyone is interested, please share, please unmute yourself and share your answer. In English, in Hindi, both. Whatever in what language you are comfortable, please speak.
Hello.
Anyone? Yeah.
Hello.
Who is, please, who is this?
Are you Bhutekar?
Yeah. Ratnakar Bhutekar, please speak.
Yeah.
Yes, Ratnakar.
See, the leader is a person who leads the things. An organization want a leader because the leader manages his resources in such a way that ultimately it achieves the common goal or management goal. The resources includes available machineries, equipments, manpower, everything. So a company required a leader who lead the people, manage the resources, and achieve the intended result or objective.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Bhutekar, Ratnakar Bhutekar. Thank you so much for sharing your answer. Yeah, most of the answers are correct. There is no issue at all. But do you know, we know the answers related to the leadership, but we don't know the answer, which is the underlying, which is the fundamental, which is the root. And that's why many people skip all these type of leadership training program, because they know that leadership is about communication, decision making, inspiration, motivation, team building. But here you will understand the root, the deeper concept of the leadership. Every answer is highly acceptable. And I know that people who has not given the answer, they also know, they are also aware about why companies are looking for the great leaders. And they are having their own answers. But the deepest or root answer is Rahul Moore company wants to achieve their target with utilizing minimum resources and put extra. Yeah, again, similar answers. But please listen me, and if you agree with this, acceptable. If you don't agree with this, again, this is acceptable to me. But after this training program, you have to contemplate on this idea what I am giving you. You know, if any company, you are saying that the vision and mission of the company, leaders are required to achieve the vision and mission of the company by aligning the team towards that vision and mission, you know. But vision and mission of the company, why vision and mission of the company? Why every time alignment is required? Have you ever thought about this? Vision and mission of the company is same, but still the type of leadership, the importance of leadership is actually they are having, I mean, depth of the leadership is required differently day by day. And that is because if any leader is having the leadership knowledge, he will build the team, and then the team will achieve that mission and vision. There is no requirement of that leader, you know, because the leader has already built the team. Leader has already built the effective manager, and manager and team will manage each and everything, you know. But still, in today's session, in today's scenario, every time we are looking for the great leadership skill which is required for today's scenario. And why? Because it's not about the team management, it's not about the aligning of the team, aligning of the resources for vision and mission. It's all about because the dynamism of the market, because of the changing behavior of the customer, because of the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity lying in the market. Because of that reason, companies are looking for the great leaders. In nutshell, I should say that because of the dynamic nature of the external environment, whether it is related to the customer, it is related to the politics, economics, market, customer behavior, consumer behavior, because of these changes, and these changes are very, very rapid changes, you know. And because these changes are actually impacting the company in a very non-measurable way, very uncertain way, and because of that reason, companies are looking for the great leaders who can see, who must be having the capability to understand the changes and uncertainties and show their leadership capabilities to influence the people, to adapt the situation, and align all the resources to navigate through those changes and uncertainties. That is the requirement of the leadership. Right? Just another question related to this. If suppose there is no changes in the market. Everything is smooth, everything is perfect. Do you really think that companies will invest in the great leadership? Companies, board of directors, managers, sorry, CEOs or owners of the company, they will be happy to boost the managers because every manager will be effective to manage all the resources. But still, they are looking for the great leaders because CEOs, owners, managing directors, they know that markets are changing very rapidly. And since the markets are changing very rapidly, I have to sustain my business. So because of that reason, I have to hire the great leaders so that they can understand the change and uncertainty and they can adapt themselves accordingly. And because of their great leadership qualities like influencing the team members, managing the resources, solving the problems, and they can lead the team towards that mission and goal, mission and vision. If you agree with this, please write yes in the chat box. If you don't, it is highly acceptable to me. Leadership is only required because of the change in the market. Leadership is not required to only motivate the people. What is the need of the motivation if there is no change in the market? What is the need of the aligning all the resources if there is no change in the market, no dynamism in the market? Because market is changing, and to sustain your business in that changing market, you need the leaders. So dear participants, here I have put one very important thought. If you are only concerned to just motivate your team, to align your team with the vision and mission of the company, it is only the partial part of your leadership. You must be very, very compatible to understand the changes which are occurring in the market. Are you aware about the political changes which are impacting your company? Are you aware about the technological changes which are impacting your company and you as a leader also? Are you aware about the economical changes, political changes, or I should say environmental changes? Are you aware about any legal changes? So being a leader, you must be aware about all those external factors which are impacting your company and thus impacting your owner, CEO, and managing directors, and thus impacting your vision and mission of the company. Because according to the change of the nature of the market, sometimes company changes its strategies, right? So again, it will impact you as a leader. So you must be aware about this. So ultimately, leadership is required because there is a change in the market. Market changes, customer changes, product life changes, customer behavior changes, and because of that reason, there is a need of great leadership. Now, coming to the topic. See, 20 minutes are gone, right? Coming to the topic, again, please be ready. I request all the participants, if you are acting as a leader in your company, show proactiveness, show ownership, show accountability. My next question, what is change? What is the definition of change according to you? Raise your hand, unmute yourself, and reply. I should say that be very, very precise so that we can have more utilization of this time. We can have more value. So be more precise. What is change according to you? What is change according to you? Anyone? No? Nobody is there? Okay. Next question. What is uncertainty according to you? You are here, you are sitting here just not to listen, not to listen. See, all the concepts of leadership you will get on the internet. There is nothing like that. I'm not going to put all those repeated knowledge inside your mind. iPhone to everyone. I request to iPhone, can you speak? Because when you speak, you actually show. What about others? Yeah, you have written good answer, but I request you people. Yes, Rakesh. Rakesh, you want to speak? What is change? Hmm. Until or unless nobody will speak about the definition of change and uncertainty, I will not move this training program ahead. Yes, Bona, please speak. Yes, Bona. What is the definition of change? And be very precise.
Thank you, sir. Change is everything affect to our organization.
Yeah, what is change?
Change is everything affect to our organization, both from internal or external organization.
Great.
Affect.
Okay, Bona.
Can affect our organization. Everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. What about others? My Indian participants, my Indian team friends. I know that all the Bona is talking from Philippines. What about my Indian friends?
I am from Bali, sir. From Indonesia, from Bali.
Indonesia. Sorry. Indonesia. Yeah. Thank you. No. Okay. May I expect from my Indian participants what the answer of uncertainty? What is the uncertainty? Please raise your hand and answer. Nobody? Thank you, Prachi. Thank you so much. Until or unless they will participate, they will answer. If yeah, Bona, I'll come to you. Because our participants, especially from some mastery participants, what they are doing, they are just listening the PPT, they are just listening the PPT, they are watching the PPT and listening the trainers, and they don't participate. Okay. So until or unless they don't participate, they will not speak their mind, their ideas. And if they will not speak their mind and their ideas, what will happen? They are just putting the garbage, the informational garbage in their mind. That's all. What is the use of that informational garbage? Because you are not going to utilize it. If I'm asking that, what is the definition of change and uncertainty? Until or unless you give your reply about the change and uncertainty, You will not going to handle, you will not going to manage, you will not going to show the leadership about the change when change will happen. And certainly you're not going to lead your team when uncertainty will happen. So until or unless if you define the change and uncertainty in a clear manner, you're not going to show the leadership. And I'm feeling extremely sorry because Submastery always think to add more value to the participants. It's not about that 1 hour session, just sitting in a 1 hour session, having this session, listening something and going away. No, not at all. This is not our purpose. Our purpose is to put at least 1 or 2 valuable things inside your mind so that it can be very practical to you and immediately you can utilize in your organization. So how can I lead this session until and unless I listen from you people? Vaishali Garia, change can be predictable and uncertainty is okay. Vaishali, I request you people because I don't want to say that because जब आप बोलते हो ना, जब भी आप बोलते हो, when you speak, so the moment you speak, the thought, whatever the thought comes in your mind, you speak. You don't think too much. Okay. Yes, Vaishali, you have written correctly. Let me check it once again. Vaishali Garia, change can be predictable and uncertainty is unpredictable and can happen suddenly. Okay, fine, acceptable. What about others? What about others? Okay, fine, Vaishali, no issue. Who has Ratnakar? Yes, Ratnakar, please. Yes,
Actually,
Ratnakar.
uncertainty means we are not sure about it, and we cannot predict what will happen. So basically, that can be said as an uncertainty. I don't know the exactly definition, but that will be ultimate nearest definition I can say. Uncertainty is not
Okay,
sure,
great.
and which cannot be predict, unpredictable and not predictable. That is my view.
Satish Kori. Yeah, Satish, I think if you are writing with everyone, definitely it will be visible, your chat. Yeah, let me check it. Prachi, can you check it? The chat of Satish Kori is visible or not? Yeah, Ratnakar, thank you so much. Sorry, your name was Bhutesh, na? Yeah, Ratnakar. So, yeah, it was really a good answer. And Vaishali has also written has the same answer. Okay. Ratnakar, my question to you, because I want to connect your answer, and then I will move ahead. Ratnakar, have you got any experience related to uncertainty and change as a leader? And when change happens, okay, so how you manage that change, how you led that change, and when uncertainty happened, how you manage, how you led that uncertainty? If you will give me answer in a very short way, then I will be really very happy. Okay. Have you ever experienced as a leader change and uncertainty? And if change happened, uncertainty happened, how you led that?
So you mean to say there are two situations. One is change has happened, and second there is uncertainty has faced.
So have you managed that change? And what was the change?
So you want my real life, your real life example?
No, I just want to, not in your real life. I want example from your professional life, not from personal life.
Okay.
Professional life, yeah. In your company.
Change.
Because
change, change I can say when I join in a QA department, quality assurance department. Previously, hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Jambarlal, yeah. Go ahead, Ratnakar, yes. Go
So
ahead.
basically, I was working in quality assurance department, and one fine morning, because of some problems, management asked me to take charge of QMS also. So that was a change by the management, and I asked for some time, and I managed myself or made myself capable to handle that particular change made by organization. So that is how I manage or I align myself with the change. Uncertainty,
Great.
uncertainty I cannot tell because I not face any uncertainty situation like this.
Okay, fine. My one question, Ratnakar, to you: how many team members reporting to you?
About 12 to 15.
12 to 15. Okay, fine. Okay, great. So 12 to 15 people are reporting to you, but you have not faced any uncertainty as a leader in your organization, right? Okay, fine. That's great, Ratnakar. I am really very happy and very thankful to you because you are not helping me. You are not helping yourself also. You are helping to entire participants because there are some participants, they are not interested to speak. They are interested to listen only. Okay. So still you are helping to those participants also. And this is the beauty of this session, you speak, you share some information, the other participants are getting some knowledge and they are going to apply. So that's why I request each and every participant, if you are engaging yourself, you are participating, it is not like that you are helping me. You are not helping to some master, you are helping yourself as well as the participants. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So Ratnakar, thank you so much for participating and sharing your knowledge.
Thank you.
Because of the time constraint, I want to take one volunteer again. If he or she is interested, the question is, anyone in your organization has faced any change or uncertainty? And if faced any change or uncertainty, how you led the change and uncertainty? Please reply, please share. As a leader, have you faced any change? If yes, how you manage that change? As a leader, have you faced any uncertainty? If yes, how you manage that uncertainty? Any participant, any volunteer. Bona, sorry to say, because I know that you are literally participating, and thank you so much, Bona. Thank you so much for participating. But still, I want to give some opportunity to other participants also. So please bear with me.
It's okay, sir. I just lower my hand. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Great. What about others? No? I'm going to Jambarlal Hapse because at that time you wanted to say something. Jambarlal, you want to share?
No, sir, no.
Okay. Yes, Bona. Can you share your experience about change and uncertainty in a very short manner? Bona, coming to
Yes,
you.
thank you,
Yes.
sir. The change, according to the government regulation to our hospital, that made it is predictable, but the change is affect to all of our hospital business, and uncertainty is about how we manage the effect of pandemic, the COVID. That's my experience. Uh, the uncertainty about the how to treat, how to diagnose, how to treat the patient who get the COVID. It's very uncertainty moment that we do have in clinical and also in our business hospital. That's the change and my experience in uncertainty also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bona. Thank you so much for sharing your deeper concept. See, as far as the leader is concerned, in your organization, it is very sure you might have faced the changes as well as the uncertainty. That is very sure. But sometimes you don't recognize it. Okay? You don't recognize it. Yeah, Ganesh Roy, thank you so much for sharing your information. Let me request you, please have pen and paper, and whatever I'm speaking, you can write it or listen. It's not a rocket science. It is not very complex statement, very simple statement. If you can understand, that is much more beneficial to you. So change, what is change? Listen it carefully. It refers to shift in processes, methodologies, goals, resources, or any element within the project scope. Repeating once again, change refers to shift in processes, methodologies, goals, resources, or any element within the project scope. The second point about the change is constant in any project or organizational setting. And the third very important part about the change is planned. Change is planned. And the important part about the change is, now, listen it carefully. I have given you the three statements, whether you have written it, you have not written it, doesn't matter. Whether you have understood it, understood completely, partially, it doesn't matter. The important part of change is, this statement is very important for you. Change is predictable. And when change is predictable, you can measure it and you can control it. Change is predictable. As far as the audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Sir.
yes,
Fine.
yes.
Thank you. So change is predictable, change is measurable, and change is controlled. Change is controlled because it is predictable, it is measurable, so you can control it. As far as the uncertainty is concerned, uncertainty is not measurable and not predictable because there is insufficient data to measure it. Let me give you one analogy, very simple analogy to understand what is change and what is uncertainty. Let's say I am sitting in India, Delhi, and I want to go from Delhi to Agra by car. And because there is a winter season, and in this winter season, there is a fog on road. There is a thick fog on road. Okay. So now what will happen here about the change and uncertainty? You started your car from Delhi to Agra. You have made the plan for change. What change? Let's say there is a stepney change. So you are having the right tire in a good condition. If there is any problem in tire, you can change that tire because this is predictable and this is controllable. One change. Second change, you have thought to stay in one hotel, but somehow you thought that no, this hotel is not good for me, and you have proper budget for that, you change from one hotel to another hotel. This is change, predictable, measurable, and controllable. But what about uncertainty? Uncertainty is there is a thick fog in front of you and you are driving the car. What will happen? Because there is no predefined data of that fog, related to that fog. Insufficient data is there. So because there is an uncertainty, so what you are doing, you are embracing that uncertainty and you are trying to navigate through that uncertainty, that is fog. So my dear friends, uncertainty is just like thick fog. And in that thick fog, you're not able to see the picture in front of you. And there is only option for you as a leader to lead your team and your organization through that uncertainty is only and only embracing that fog, embracing that uncertainty, and try to navigate through that uncertainty, that fog, safely and easily. So as far as the change is concerned, to manage the change, it is very easy because it is predictable. But as far as uncertainty is concerned, it is not predictable at all. It creates a lot of risk if it is not managed properly, because it is unpredictable. There is no data. So what you do, if you have decided that definitely you have to reach from Delhi to Agra, so do you fight with that winter condition, winter session, or winter season, or fog? No, you just embrace it and you ride your car, you move your car slowly and gradually and try to reach Agra safely. And the same concept is used by any leader in the organization. Now, about the change, I have given the definition. About uncertainty, I am giving the statement about the uncertainty. Uncertainty is lack of predictability about future events or outcomes. Uncertainty is lack of predictability about future events or outcomes. First point. Second point, it exists in environment where factors are beyond one's control or where the information required for accurate prediction is insufficient. For accurate prediction, the information or data is insufficient. Few people are acting as a leader in your organization, and I'm sure that you people are highly aware about the impact of artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is actually changing the business landscape. Artificial intelligence is changing the behavior of the consumer. Artificial intelligence is changing the product preferences, choices of the customer, data information, and even though it is changing the geopolitical nature, So artificial intelligence is creating the change, but this slow and gradual change is creating a lot of uncertainty for the business as well as the business leaders, right? So here, because time is limited, so I have given you limited information but deeper concept. people always consider change and uncertainty same. Always consider. And because they consider change and uncertainty same, so when they face change and they face uncertainty, they show similar leadership. But here the concept is completely different. So now I told you about the change, I told you about the uncertainty. So change is different, uncertainty is different. So about the change, leadership will be different. About the uncertainty, leadership will be different. So what is the leadership? How to lead your team through change? So the first step is, because change is predictable, change is controllable, change is measurable. So in that case, how you are going to lead your team, the first and foremost important part of any leader is adaptability. For example, you are working in your company and there is a project running, and somehow the CEO of your company is actually decided that there is some design change or strategy change for that particular project. And that CEO, the owner of the company has called to you and explained about that change. And he clearly explained about that change is, if we are, you as you in your company implementing that change, it will be really beneficial for your company. Your owner has explained you, and you are working as a leader. So now you tell me how you are going to lead your team about that change. You got understanding this change is important for your organization, for your company, for the vision and mission of your company. Now the time has come that you have to show the great leadership for this change. So first, you have to show the adaptability. This is the first quality of leadership to manage the change. Adaptability. And the next point, which I am going to tell you, since change is predictable, change is measurable, change is controllable, and change is manageable, that's why we use this statement, change management. Change management. Have you ever heard about the uncertainty management? Anyone? In case of
Not yet,
change,
sir.
you have many times you have heard, not many times, it is written clearly, change management, risk management, crisis management. But as far as uncertainty is concerned, there is nowhere you will find that uncertainty management, because management is only possible if it is measured, and measurement is only possible if there is some predictable data or predictable nature of any event. Predictable event, predictable data, measurement is possible. Measurement is possible, then definitely management is possible. As far as uncertainty is concerned, there is no predictable event, no predictable data, no measurement, and no management. So that's why in case of change, it is change management. In case of uncertainty, there is no management at all. Now, if you have really got this deeper concept and there is some insight has ignited within you, yes, change is something different, uncertainty is something different. If there is a change, I have to lead change something in some different way. And if there is uncertainty, I have to lead uncertain some different way. If you have got this idea and you feel that, yes, this idea was really very important for me to know, please just say or just skip smiley or put smiley in chat box so that I can understand, yes, you have got some different idea about the change and uncertainty. This is just for my motivation.
I got it. What you said, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Bona. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, fine, no issue. I don't want to take much more time. So, in case of change, there is change management. In case of uncertainty, there is a no uncertainty management. So now, when there is a change, your focus will be entirely on the management part. Entirely on the management part. So what will happen when there is a case of change? So first you have to adopt that change. You have to set your mindset that, yes, I have to adopt this change because this is very important. So first, adaptability. Second, when you have adopted this change, you accepted this change, but is it necessary that this acceptance of change by you will make your team members accept this change? It is not necessary at all. You have accepted as a leader, but your team has not accepted this change, because accepting the change easily, it is not the human tendency. Nobody wants to accept the change because everyone wants to keep themselves stay in the comfort zone, right? Okay, time is 15:37 by my watch. How many of you are interested to take this class 10 minutes more? 10 minutes more. If you are interested, you can stay. If you are not interested, you can leave the class, right? Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I am not going to force anyone. If you are interested, because I will stop this class 15:40, 15:50, maximum 15:50, 15:50. It means 3:50, maximum 3:50. I will stop. Thank you. So as far as the change is concerned, change is manageable. So you need the change management. So first you have to adapt. So here you need the leadership style, adaptability leadership, adaptive leadership, adapt the change. Second, you have accepted the change, but your team has not accepted the change. So what you need empathy for your team members, because you cannot say that, oh, my team members, please do it. This change is really very important for our organization. No, not at all. They are not ready for that. So you have to show the empathy. So here you need the empathetic leadership. Empathetic leadership. What is empathy? Big. I mean, it will take at least 1 or 2 classes to explain the empathy. But here, empathy is to understand your team members in their shoes, to put your leg in their shoes, in their condition. So what you, by showing the empathy, means some team members will accept this change easily and some team members will not accept this change easily. So now you have to show your empathy towards that team member, that yes, he is not accepting that change, and it is acceptable for you because it is the human tendency. Don't say that no, you have to accept it. Now next part is, when you have shown the empathy, next part is showing the effective communication. By using the effective communication, you have to explain your team member that this change is really very important for you as an individual performer, for me as a team leader, for our owner and CEO and managing director, and for entire organization, and ultimately for our customer. You have to explain it. Got it? Until or unless you are showing the effective communication, you cannot explain the change to your team members. And if he is not ready to accept the change, he cannot show his or her best performance. So this is the power of effective communication as a leader. Got it? Next, so first is adaptive leadership, empathetic leadership, and then you have to show the effective communication. Next is when your team member has accepted, yes, this change is really very important. Then what will happen? Maybe for that change, he is not properly skilled. He is not properly knowledgeable for that change, because you have changed the process, you have changed the methodology, you have changed that requirement, strategy, policy. So he is not ready because he has not that much skill. So it is your job to give that person, your team member, the right training so that he can develop the right skill. And when he will be capable, he will show the right performance. He will show the right performance. You will achieve that change in a right manner. And you will be acting as a successful leader to implement that change. And after that, you have given the training for that skill. So what will happen? After getting the training, he will be capable? No, not at all. He will fail sometimes to implement that knowledge. So in that case, you have to coach that person. So here you have to show the coaching leadership style. Coach. Training is different, coaching is different. You have to understand it as a leader. And the last one is risk mitigation. Sometimes what happens, you have given everything to your team member, skill, training, coaching, support, everything. But still he is not able to give 100% performance for that change. And sometimes he quit from that project or from the company. So you have to be ready for that risk mitigation also. So in background, this is the calculation you have to do as a leader. Okay. So in short span of time, I have told you about the change management. I am sure that if you have got the right understanding about this session, I'm sure that from tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you are going to manage the change in a completely different manner. Now, let me talk about the uncertainty. In case of uncertainty, I told you the very deeper concept. Whenever the uncertainty happens in your company and you have to lead your team through that uncertainty, the first and foremost requirement is you have to develop that mindset. And the mindset is embracing that uncertainty and navigating through that uncertainty easily and safely. You don't have to fight with that. You cannot say that this uncertainty I don't want. I don't want this uncertainty. Whether you want it, you don't want it, you have to face it. So as a leader, this is the great mindset which I'm going to tell you. If you are really want to make a great leader, please, every time, whenever uncertainty happens, accept it, embrace it. Because in case of uncertainty, you will show the highest level of leadership. So now, when uncertainty happens, embrace it and navigate. Now, next part is what will happen when uncertainty happens. Here, the most important part is you will accepted uncertainty, but your team has not accepted the uncertainty. Here, your influential power of leadership is required. Influential power. So here, what leadership style is needed? Influential leadership. You know that there is a thick fog and you are not able to see the goal. You're not able to see the path, but still, it is your responsibility as a leader that you influence your team, that yes, along with each other, acting as a team, we can navigate through this uncertainty and we can achieve our mission and vision and goal. It is your job. So influential leadership is required. So here, when you talk about the influential leadership, you have to use your effective communication skill. You have to show empathy also about your team, and you have to show strong conviction that yes, we can successfully navigate through this uncertainty. Here, the great leadership is needed, right? Next part is agility. How many of you have heard about the agility? How many of you have agility? Yes, please. How many of you have heard about the agility? Please write in the chat box, me. Agility. 4 minutes are only. Agility. Yes, Bona. Yes, thank you. Agility is speed. Agility is speed. Agility is the speed. No, so if agility is not speed, Messiah Bandi. No. Agility is not the speed. Okay. What about others? Dear friends, dear participants, when uncertainty is there, so you have to apply great leadership style, and that is agile leadership. Agile leadership. Agility is, listen me carefully. Agility is changing in steps or processes or style in speedy manner. Let me give you one analogy. You have all seen the football matches, or you have played it, maybe. So, you know how the player changes the football strike, you know, how he changes. If opponent is changing the direction of kicking the football, see the opponent player is changing the direction, you know, right? Bona, what is agility in change management? No. There is no requirement of agility in change management. That's why I'm telling you. You have asked very good question. There is no requirement of agility in change management. Agility is required only and only in only uncertainty. So agility is that means you have to change the step, you have to change the kick as soon as possible. When there is any strategy changes, when there is any policy changes, when there is uncertainty changes, you must be highly flexible to change your step, change your direction, change your policy, right? That is the agility. And all the IT companies right now, because in the IT companies, there is a lot of changes, there is a lot of dynamism is there, right? In the manufacturing company, dynamism is less, but in the IT company, software changes are, I mean, today, different software, different requirement, tomorrow, different requirements. So all the software companies are working on the agile model. Agility is required, you know. So agility is nothing but changing the process, style or step in a very speedy manner. जैसा जैसा चेंज आ रहा है, जैसा जैसा चेंज आ रहा है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप अपने आप को मोल्ड करते चले जाओ, अपने आप को चेंज करते चले जाओ, अपने आप की स्टाइल को चेंज करो, बदलो. That is agility, you know. So in the case of uncertainty, agility is very much required because you don't know any predictable data, you don't know any information, sufficient information. So some information can come from this side, some information can come from this side, some data can come from this side, some event can come from this side. So what you will do? You have to accept it and you have to change or mold accordingly. That is the agility. And here, one last very important part is when there is an uncertainty, you must show highest level of creativity and innovation. Highest level of creativity and innovation because when there is uncertainty, creativity and innovation is the only tool which will help you and your team to navigate through that uncertainty. Can you imagine what level of problem will come? So here the creativity will solve the problem of uncertainty. So my dear friend, as far as the uncertainty is concerned, first of all, you have to embrace the uncertainty, and that is the adaptive leadership. Again, here you have to adapt it. Second is, I have to tell you that you have to adapt, you have to show the influential leadership, communication. Then third is agility, and fourth is creativity and innovation, right? So here time is 3:50. I have crossed 20 minutes more, right? Maybe 5 to 10 minutes was related to the introduction, but I tried my best to tell you about the change and uncertainty. I have tried my best to tell you about how to lead that change and uncertainty, and what type of leadership style you have to accept or adopt during the change and uncertainty. Last statement, very important. In the change, there is a change management. And in change management, any effective manager can lead that change. Any effective manager. Listen it carefully. If manager is effective, he can manage the change. And that's why it is known as change management. That's why it is known as change management, because everything is predictable, everything is certain, data is sufficient. So any effective manager can manage the change. But in case of uncertainty, the true leadership is required. True leadership is required. Here you got the understanding also what is the difference between manager and leader. Manager only works for the set system, for the set data, for the predictable data, measurable data, but leader works for measurable, non-measurable data, predictable, uncertain data. Leader works for everything. And that's why companies are looking for the great leaders. So thank you so much for showing your patience, listening me, sharing your knowledge, participating. And thank you so much for making SubMastery to add a lot of leadership value in you.